Hello there, my lovelies, and welcome back to Whispers to Wisdom, real talk for a soul-led life. And I'm Elaine, your spiritual medium, mentor, and your slightly cheeky guide through the mess and magic of living intuitively. Today's episode is one that I've wanted to talk about for a little while, and maybe I've avoided it because, well, it called me out too. So let me ask you. Are you actually healing or are you hiding? We're all healing from something. Because there's a fine line between spiritual growth and just straight up dodging life behind incense, incense and full moon rituals. So let's get into it. So we all know healing is powerful. Journaling, meditating, energy work, shadow diving, yes. But at what point does the healing become hiding? Here's a signpost. You've been getting ready for months, but haven't launched an offer. You're still doing inner child work. You're not connecting to spirit. You're actually ghosting the actual work. Quite funny that, isn't it, ghosting? Anyway, you feel called to show up, but you're doing a Mercury retrograde to end, your guides to yell, and your crystals to align like the Avengers. And I say this with love. Sometimes we don't need another download, we need a deadline. What I've learned through many sleepless nights, breakdowns, and yes, moon baths, is that clarity often comes after movement, not before. You do the thing, then the energy shifts. You take the step, then the fear fades. You launch messy, and then the confidence builds. That's real spiritual work, not hiding in high vibe phrases and rose quartz bubbles, though it's nice. A good bubble bath. It's nice, relaxing. So let's make this real time. I'm going to pull a 3-card spread to help see where we might be growing. And when I say we, I mean we, not just me. So grab your own deck if you want to join me, or just take this message in. So card 1 is, what are you healing right now? Now, I'm shuffling the cards as I go. Oops. One card nearly jumped out there. And then I'm going to pull this card. And the card that I pull is, you are a powerful light worker. And as I look at the card, I see a lovely lady glowing with the lilacs, the roses, and she's standing in amongst some trees. And sometimes, when you're healing, it does feel as though you can't see the wood for the trees. You can't see through the forest because you're focused on there. You're only focused on an inch in front of your nose. And I want to say that this card, it makes me feel as though I want to say, look through that. Forget about that now, what's an inch in front of you. Focus on you, not the wood, not the forest, you. Because again, as I look at this, the healing there, the lovely colours, it's all about the healing is enough at the moment for you to move forward. There's enough healing that's been done for you to take a few steps, for you to take a few steps forward. You don't have to wait. You certainly don't have to wait. And as I read the card here, it does say it's safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings and love and service to the divine. And I want to say, in this instance, I feel as though the divine is you. The divine is definitely you because, it's not about doing all the work so we can move forward. Of course, it's not. It's about doing some work and moving forward and doing a little bit more. And I feel as though the work that's been done has allowed you to take 1, 2, 3 steps forward at the moment. Now, and I feel as though the healing that you're healing through at the moment is to do with the confidence. Not just the find yourself, but a little bit of the confidence as well. And the next card that I'm going to, and if that makes sense, drop a comment in the comments. If that makes sense. Now, the next card should relate to where you may be hiding through healing. And again, I'm going to shuffle them. I was just going to pull a card, but I'm going to shuffle them again, actually. Okay. So where could you be hiding behind healing? And the card that I'm going to pull is this one. Now, as I look at this card, I see all the pinks, the purples, the blues, the golds. I also want to say, as I look at the card, the way I'm looking at the card, this is the left. As I look at the card, this is the left, this is the right. Now, to me, left and right, the left is looking at the past. The right is looking forward. And on this card, I feel as though I'm looking to the past as I look at the card. Not this way, but this way. Okay, I feel as though I'm looking at the card and I'm looking at the past and I feel as though I'm not maybe even thinking about the future. If I am thinking about the future, I'm disguising the presence is the future. Now, I feel as though that's been going on for a little while because, a lot of us can be looking at the past and the present and thinking, I need to heal because of this, because of that, because of the other, common patterns, perfectionism, judgment, imposter syndrome. Who am I to want more? Who am I to move forward? I can't move forward because that person or that event held us back. They are just excuses. They are really just excuses. So could it be that you're hiding behind? Could it be yourself telling yourself, I'm not ready? Could it be the fear of judgment? Could it be the fear of, knowing your path? Because sometimes it's all about not knowing your path and deciding to move forward anyway, not knowing where your safety net is. So also when I look at this, I also have the sense of a sense of sadness that I feel as though there's a sense of sadness as I look to the past, and I know that there's a sense of sadness as in, why can't I not move forward? Why aren't things not working for me? Well, can I just say, sometimes, if we keep a foot in the past and a foot in the present, how are we supposed to move to the future? So sometimes it is about letting go of the past, being in the present, able to move a foot into the future. So think about that. Think about what you're hiding from. Think about what you're hiding from. Because we all hide from something at some times. We all do, So the third card, this will relate to soul-aligned energy that you're ready to take. And I really want to, inspire you and hope that I motivate you to take one action after this episode. I really want you to take one action, and again, you can pop in the comments what you want that action to be. So the card that I've drawn is mediumship. Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Now, I feel as though this isn't just to do with departed loved ones. I feel as though this could also be living loved ones as well. So, for some of you who there's been a family breakdown, for some of you where there's been a fallout, or there's been a distance created through no reason, just time's gone longer and longer. I feel as though there's a need to connect there as well. So it's not just to do with loved ones on the spirit side, but I feel as though this is also to do with loved ones living as well. And I do feel as though, I feel as though I'm getting the feeling that connecting with loved ones on either side of life, I get the feeling that it will give you a sense of fulfillment. I get the feeling that it'll bring you some joy. And I get the feeling as though it will give you an energy shift as well. Because as I'm just feeling here, I feel as though that energy shift will give you the feelings of maybe releasing a little bit of not so much guilt, but those feelings of times, I should have really got in touch with that person. And you don't. Because we all get busy. We'll all get busy, it happens, plain and simple as that. So try to take, one action when this is finished. If try to think of one small thing that you can do. Send a text, get in touch, meditate to connect with a loved one, you know. So because I'd love you to journal about these prompts or share your words of wisdom, how it resonated with you, if it resonated with you, you know, and because I'd love to be there to cheer you on, and before we wrap up, if this has brought up any fear, self-doubt, or energy that you might be lingering from, or you might feel as though you're lingering, that you've got lingering from to do with others, here's a few crystals that can help to clear the cobwebs and call back your power. Black tourmaline, the queen of protection, great for shielding yourself from outside energy and psychic drain. And then we've got smoky quartz. It helps you to transmute fears into grounded action. And we've got citrine for confidence, clarity, and stepping into the version of you who does the things that you want to do, who takes action. And then we've got labradorite. If you're feeling like you're absorbing too much or stuck in your own head, labradorite, a little tumblestone or something, pop them in your bra. Obviously, if you're a man, you can't pop them in them. Well, you might stick them in a bra if that's what you want. Stick them in your bag, your pocket, your bath, wherever you need that energetic backup. Think about that. Pop it into a backpack. There's some hats that have the little pockets on the side. Stick a little bit behind in the pocket. So I hope that this has resonated with you. And that's it for this Soul Nudging Lovingly Direct episode. And if this gave you the push that you needed or that you didn't know that you need, comment, tag friends, share the video, subscribe. It costs nothing, but it's where you'll get your next piece of soul guidance. So, and say hi in the comments. And I would love to know what action that you've taken after this episode. And remember, healing is beautiful. It really is. But don't let it become your hiding place. You're ready. The universe is there for you. The universe isn't waiting. You are. So go do your thing. And until next time, keep walking, keep whispering, keep trusting. And I'll say bye for now.